Alaikum, this is Afshan Khan, continuing with the parenting series, giving you advice, tips, things that I've learned over the years that alhamdulillah I have to say, and one of the things I get asked as a counsellor quite frequently is that how do you do this job? Because every day you're listening to problems, issues, and Allah's created us for different things, so not everybody perhaps can do my job and perhaps I can't do other jobs. But the reason, alhamdulillah, when I do this work and I see the results and I see people benefiting from my advice, and this is all from Allah, this is my job satisfaction. For example, when people come and they have a very negative view of themselves and their self-esteem is very low, and through the life coaching and the counselling, alhamdulillah, they become strong individuals. And most times those self-esteem has been erased or hasn't been nurtured in the beginning of their childhood. That's most times I see that. And then it takes time to retrain the brain from making it seem very negative to making it positive. But once they reach their potential and they begin to understand who they are, it is absolutely amazing the things that they do and their relationship with Allah, how it changes and how they subhanAllah, they reach such heights, they reach the goals that they want to reach. For example, having really good businesses, having good jobs, going back to university. Recently I had a sister, when she first came to see me, she was in a very, very dire strait. And alhamdulillah, through her counselling and through Allah's help, she's come back to university, her children are doing really well, she's become very confident. But again, when I took her back, the things that she used to hear a lot when growing up is that she won't be able to do much. There wasn't much love in her life. Parents were very busy, parents were always fighting, there wasn't much, and she'd always felt a bit lost. And she said that love and affection was very, very lacking. So fundamentals of parenting is very important. That is mainly giving time, love, priority, and these things obviously I cover in depth in my workshop. Communication, love and respect, reliance on Allah, just some of the things that I teach in my workshops. But when we talk about positive nurturing, what is it that we are talking about? What is it that we are hoping to achieve? So some of the things we're hoping to achieve is fundamentally what is your relationship with your child, and obviously what is their relationship with you. So you want to nurture a relationship where your child can come and talk to you about anything. And obviously as a counsellor I deal a lot with abuse, and many children when they were a child they couldn't feel they could go and tell anybody. So perhaps I'm the first person they're telling after, 30, 40 years of their life. We have to build a relationship with our child where they can come and talk to us about anything. So how do we do that? In my last video, I spoke about picking certain times where you're speaking to a child. Make sure that you're speaking to them every single day. And life is such, as I was talking about last video, is that, especially for us sisters and mothers, is that we get very busy. So we go into this unconscious state where it's like get up in the morning, get the kids off to school, make sure the shopping is done, make sure the cooking is done, multitasking, one thing after another. And then the children come home from school, then they go off to mosque, and they come back, they go to bed. And all throughout the day, we haven't asked them once, is everything okay? Are you okay? Is everything all right? Is something you need to speak to me about? Just asking them that. So building that communication, and then by the time they turn 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's it, they're perhaps going to secondary school, and you haven't nurtured that communication, they feel they can't come and speak to you, they think mom's always busy. So this is a time actually when they're very young to make sure the communications are always open and you prioritize. I know some sisters, they mashallah like to keep the house very clean, and alhamdulillah that's very good. But some time, and I remember just when I did the talk last time, I had somebody telling me this, that I was making notes as you're talking, and one of the things I took on board was having a priority list and who I'm putting on this list. And so she said most times it'd be my tasks and my routines and my shopping, and then perhaps I wasn't thinking about where to fit the kids in or what to do. And so you know what, she was, I changed that, and now I so if things don't need to be done that are that important, but spending time with my children is more important, then I would put them on the list. And I thought, and she goes, you won't believe what a change it's had in my relationship with my children. So alhamdulillah. So children need to know they are a priority. Much as important for us to do everything else. Because children, they're going to be with you for a certain time. And you'd have the most influence on them at a certain time. And obviously after that, things will change. They'll go to school or see other people. Perception of life will change. But if they can always come back and ask you of any challenges they are going in their life, then you will see definitely alhamdulillah, you know, you will reap the rewards later on in life. So basically putting in the work when they're very, very young, always keep the lines of communication. So if you know the child wants to speak to you, then please make priority for that child to speak to you. Inshallah, if you do that and keep the communication open, then inshallah, this will help you later on, especially when they're teenagers, which obviously I do a lot of work around. So I hope that's been beneficial, and inshallah, for my next video, I will be talking about seeds in their mind. So, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.